Trump is saying that this is now a perfect time for Powell to cut rates since markets are plummeting after the tariff announcements. Well, do any of you remember when, during the pandemic, Powell, who's the chairman of the Fed, was going to raise the interest rates, but Trump had stopped him from doing it? And the reason being, in my opinion, was that he wanted to keep the rates low while he was still in term to make himself look really good. Like, the rates were low and people could afford to get houses, loans, etc. and stuff. And so he really pressured Powell to do that. And the president of the government itself should not really be interfering in that way. But obviously, Trump doesn't really go according to tradition or convention. So Powell kept the rates low, and then they got raised during Biden's term. And that was because the rates were long overdue to be raised. Now, Trump is saying, hey, once again, he's saying, hey, now it's time to lower the rates. Now, a lot of you all may think that's great to be lowering the rates, and in a way, it is, because your credit card rate is going to go down. If you have a line of credit or home equity line of credit, that rate, which is tied to the overnight rate, that's going to go down, generally speaking. Other things will go down, but that's not necessarily a good sign that the economy is going in a great direction. In fact, it's not. And I'm oversimplifying things, but just be aware that this is just another indicator that we're probably going to go into a recession. I just listened to an economist on NPR who had mentioned that one of the biggest driver is going to be when companies start to lay off. So when companies start doing that, that is a clear sign that we're in a recession. But this rate reduction is not something to be like super cheerful about. So just see what happens and go from there.